Now, crab cakes are delicious, but they fill them with breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs, breadcrumbs. We, today, are making them keto. Let's do this. Now here's where being cheap is gonna completely mess up this recipe. You need to buy good crab meat. The best crab meat is when you steam the crabs yourself and you break them apart with a hammer, because freshness matters. The second best option is this right here. You can find them at Whole Foods if you got one near you. Now don't mix up this canned crab meat with the other stuff that you can buy everywhere that looks like this. What you want is lump blue crab meat. Now crab cakes, they're meant to be a simple thing that you can make quickly. So we're gonna keep it simple here. Grab yourself a bowl. We're gonna start mixing up all of our ingredients, and we're throwing in an egg, and that egg is gonna help bind the ingredients together. So it's gonna help make the cakes more solid. Now parsley, it's really important here. It's going to add some freshness. And now crab cakes are typically made with bread, specifically breadcrumbs, and that adds the body that makes this like a fluffy cake. Now, of course, we can't have bread. Now, could you cook yourself up a keto loaf of bread, slice it thin, dry it out, crumble it up into breadcrumbs, and then use that? Yes. Well, maybe. I haven't tried. But here's a way simpler option. We're gonna use pork rinds. That's right. We're gonna use a solid handful of these pork rinds, and we gotta crush them up into breadcrumbs. Now here's a little kitchen hack for you. Throw your pork rinds in a Ziploc bag, use a rolling pin, and that way the pork rind crumbs don't get all over the place. Now don't powderize this. You wanna actually keep some size to these breadcrumbs. Dump it right into the bowl, mix it up, and now it's time to make the patties. Now, when we're mixing in our crab meat, we don't want to over mix this. If we do, that delicate crab meat will just shred apart and it won't be a cake. It'll be more like the consistency of like a burger patty or something like that. So we want to just give this a quick toss and a fold, whatever you want to call it, just enough so that the crab meat is mixed in with the breadcrumbs and the egg and all that. Now, typically I do a shallow fry in a saute pan for crab cakes, but recently in Maryland, I had them baked and they were phenomenal. So we're gonna give that a shot today. Now, kitchen hack number 2, aluminum foil. The shiny side is not non-stick. In the case of lining a sheet pan, you want your food to be touching the dull side because that's where the non-stick layer is typically on aluminum foil. Now the cook time is gonna depend a lot on the size of the patties. I'm making 3 relatively large patties, so I'm choosing a 400-degree oven. I'm probably gonna do about 15 minutes and wait until the patties are golden brown all the way around. Now plating, I couldn't make this any more simple. We're gonna serve our crab cakes on top of a little microgreen salad with a simple vinaigrette. Microgreens, $2.99 for this box, couldn't be cheaper. And the vinaigrette is so simple, it's 3 ingredients. We're talking lemon juice, olive oil, and a scoop of Dijon mustard. And that's just a classic vinaigrette right there. Now we've got our crab cakes in the oven, our vinaigrette, and our microgreen salad that we're gonna lay those crab cakes on. Now, we need a good sauce. Now, if you've noticed, I haven't used Old Bay yet in this recipe. And if you're from Maryland, you're probably screaming into the comment box already, Rob, Old Bay, you tell me you're from Maryland, what the? Don't worry, we've got Old Bay and we are gonna use that to make our aioli. So that's what we're gonna use here. We're gonna use 2 egg yolks, a bunch of Old Bay, and a bunch of olive oil to make this simple aioli. Now I'm sure you're saying at this point,
but Rob, raw eggs, you're gonna kill me with salmonella.
No, I guarantee you at some point, if you've been to nice restaurants, you've had a sauce with raw egg in it. Sorry, but it's safe to eat. Restaurants and cooks do it all the time. Give it a stir, and now it's ready to go. Now by this point, you should be keeping an eye on your crab cakes. These came out fluffy and golden and delicious. A little bit of this aioli on top, and oh my gosh, I am in heaven. One of your friends or family members would love to see this from you. So go ahead and copy the link and share it. It helps my channel out a lot when you do. Now, if you've got a question about this recipe, or if you make it, I would love to see it. So message me on Instagram. I usually get back to your messages right away. Thanks so much for watching to the end of this video, guys. I appreciate it. As always, keep it keto, stay healthy. Peace.